All right, I think we're live. Let's find out if we're live. Hold on, I'm gonna adjust the volume here so I can actually hear myself. And let's see. So we're having some trouble with YouTube today, and this is a thing. Um, hmm. I'm hearing from other people who are telling me they are also have. Well, it got 95 people in here, so it looks like the notification went out. Did you guys hold on? Let me call you up here. Yeah, like it's a frightening thing when you put out a new video and it's like 5 views. You get 5 views in the first 15 minutes. You're like, "Uh-oh, something's wrong. Am I being thrashed here by YouTube? What exactly is the situation?" However, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, they were notified. Look at that. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Hi, everyone. 202 people watching. Um, yeah, it looks like people have been notified. Good morning, everyone. Uh, I got to get some more wrenches. I got to hand some more wrenches out. I got to give more people the ultimate power. 218 people watching now. That's not so bad. I mean, you were notified though. Um, yeah, you were notified, so that's pretty good. You're turning into Santa Claus. Well, I had a big talk with Andrea about this last night. First of all, when it comes to my beard and my mustache, I said, look, I'm gonna grow my beard all through the winter. That's my plan. I'm gonna look like a coal miner. Ultimate goal is to look like a coal miner. And oh, good, good, good. Everybody's in here now. Everybody's getting notification. People do want wrenches. Jay Gat says no regular video notifications. Yeah, I know. What the heck? Like I woke up this morning and I was like, today I'm gonna work at my channel. Today I'm gonna actually do videos. I'm gonna upload some good videos, some good content that people want to see, and work on getting my channel up towards 95 because I want to hit the next thousand subscriber mark. So I was going to work towards the 95,000, and I got up and I did my video. I started at 6 a.m. I got it finished and uploaded, and yeah, it didn't work. And I'm starting to panic because it's just like YouTube does this for channels that they find uh I don't know, edgy. What's the word you would use? Yeah, edgy. So I was hoping that would work. So anyway, I asked my wife about my beard. I said, "What do I do?" And she said, "Well, as long as you trim your mustache up, you'll still get kisses." So that's the important thing, is getting kisses. So she came at me with scissors. I was like, my whole goal was to do the kind of Chuck Wendig thing. I shouldn't say Chuck Wendig, Wild West thing, where the mustache comes down over your mouth all the way. And I told this, I said that like in the dining room. I was like, I'm gonna grow my mustache all the way down over my mouth. And my stepdaughter was like, no, like that, like really upset. Here's the thing about kids, like they don't like change. If I were to actually hack my beard off and go kid faced, they would get very upset. This is how dad looks. Dad shouldn't look any other way. They get very upset about that. Alec Munoz goes, "You're going to look like a Civil War general." Mm-hmm. Yeah, there should be a statue of me in the park that SJWs are trying to tear down. Uh, Grow your hair long and comb it over your face, says Akuma. Well, I would if I could. I would if I could. Yeah, so right, right, right. Hugh Hoyland says YouTube usually throttles channels they don't like, i.e., anything to the right of Stalin, you mean, not to the left of Stalin. Well, they've always been good to me. YouTube has always been pretty I mean, not, they're not super kind to me. They don't take care of my channel and give it extra support like they do for other people. But it's pretty fair. My channel gets out. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm happy to see the live streaming works. Somebody said it's happening to Doug Ernst. It's happening to just some guy. And then I actually looked up. I Twitter searched YouTube problems, and I found channels all over the place that were like, I just uploaded my video and it has 1 view on it. What is going on, YouTube? And this is all recent stuff. Like this has happened in the last like 15 minutes. So I assume that, yeah, I assume it's just a server problem at this point. I'm going to talk to you guys for a little while. Um, Alec Munoz says the problem is it's owned by Google, which is basically commie propaganda. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Jay Hamilton says it's happening to Mike Miller too. Happened last night too. I didn't do anything. I don't think I went online last night at all. I was really busy last night. I was really busy. Uh, Phone calls. I had a long phone call with Zach last night. I don't usually talk to Zach on the phone, but I had a long, like we sat down. We had like a 1 hour talk on the telephone about things. It was pretty, it was pretty heavy. Conservative Vanguard, thanks for $2. Good morning, Ribbit. Good morning to you. Thanks for the tip. I appreciate it. It was pretty heavy. It was good to talk to him about stuff, but just getting his thoughts about what's going on in comics, comparing notes, making plans, for this year and stuff, and talking to him about, Jawbreakers and what comes next. It was pretty good. I mean, the thing about I'm glowing like an angel. It's probably because I have lights on everywhere. That's probably a little better. Yeah. The thing about Zach is that he. Hmm. I think he's kind of he's got a different attitude about things at this point than I do. My attitude about Comicsgate is fight, fight, fight. You know, that's how I feel about this. I don't ever want to stop fighting. I like it. I enjoy it. Zach doesn't. I don't think Zach likes to fight that much. Pop Culture PB says, I'm sorry for the crap I started yesterday with SJW Spider-Man. These things happen. Feel free to start crap. I know you're clipping my videos and putting them out there. I mean, be careful when you're going to quote me. Obviously, be careful to keep my context intact. That's the problem. I very rarely misspeak in a way that I regret. I mean, you might not like what I say, and these SJWs don't like what I say. It's fine, but very rarely is he going to post something and be like, "Wow, what do you have to say for yourself here?" I don't regret much that I say. I mean what I say for the most part, and I might be wrong sometimes. I might be in error factually, and that's worth pointing out. That's something that they could point out, and that's something that you could point out. That's something that anybody could point out, and I'm just going to have to acknowledge when I am fact poor and when I'm wrong. But when it comes to, you shouldn't have said this because it's immoral in some way. No, you're rarely going to call me out. You're rarely going to catch me out on things like that. Anything that he posts, shockingly, I'm like, yes, not only do I still agree with that, not only do I stand by it, I still think it's funny to hear it again. Most of my stuff, I amuse myself. When I make videos, I amuse myself. I laugh at, I chuckle at I don't laugh at my own content. I chuckle at my own content. So playing it for me again is just in a smaller soundbite is pretty amusing, as long as we understand the context. So there was a contextual issue with you, which was a little bit tricky to is a little bit of a, you gave him a little at me, but that's okay. Wow, thank you, Ian Howe. Here's $20 to maintain my wrench supremacy, please. Having the wrench is having ultimate power. You need to have the wrench. Thank you, Ian. I will never take your wrench from you. Sean Egan says, love your super dry sarcasm. It's a gift. Here's a little gift for you for my appreciation. Hey, thanks. He says, do you think YouTube is holding back Overlord DVD? What's Overlord DVD? What is that? I'm not even sure what that is. But yeah, blame YouTube. Absolutely at this point. Laser Pants Toy Junk, thanks for $10. He says, ETA on the Jason Ward video? The fandom menace demands to know. And I love you, EBS. I love you deeply. Well, thank you, Laser Pants Toy Junk. I'm working on the Jason Ward video, but something always comes up that it's like the Jason Ward video is evergreen. Like, it's going to be fine when it comes out, no matter when. But every single day, something new comes up that I feel like I have to focus on. And God only knows I'm stopping myself from talking about these Covington kids. Everybody else on YouTube is doing it. They're getting great views. I find it to be outrageous, and I find it to be scary and frightening. A sad indictment of the way society's going right now. But I think I commented on it once. I made it in a live stream. I haven't made video after video denouncing these people, these adults who were actually calling violence and death on this kid for wearing a red hat. What I thought was funny though, by the way, see that on my drum pad? That is a Trump 45 winter hat, like one of the ski hats that I got exactly 2 years ago at the inauguration. Um, yeah, no, these people they're crazy. They think red hats, these red "Make America Great" hats, are like white hoods. They're calling them like symbols of hate. And somebody made a great meme. They were just like, "Hey, if you take," and this was genius. I have to admit, like I can't stand SJWs and liberals, and I think they're weirdos. But somebody goes, "Look at this red hat. Rearrange it. Hate like hat red hatred." I was like, I'm sorry, I'm surprised nobody ever thought of that. That's really bright. That's pretty funny. Tippy Tail McKitty, thanks for $2. I turned 47 today. I'm wearing my Cyberfrog shirt. Oh, great. Happy birthday. And it's nice that you're wearing a Cyberfrog shirt. That's fantastic. Yeah, red hat equals hatred. I think that's true, but maybe not in the way that they meant it. It's like, yeah, you see a red hat and you're full of hatred for some reason. Having said that, I mean, look, what's Trump going to do for 2020? He's got to come up with a new gimmick. The red hat, are we going to do that again? Or, I'll wear it again for the campaign, but I think you should come up with something new. Every red hat is hate. That's what they're trying to get across. But yeah, I'm not talking about the Covington kids as much as everyone else is, and yet it's on absolutely everyone's mind. I took a move. Should I tell you this? Should I tell you this? I had a long conversation with somebody in comics last night. Long conversation with somebody that I haven't spoken to in a long time. This person wanted to mediate. This person wanted to. I'll just put it this way. This person wanted to mediate some kind of settlement between Comicsgate and the mainstream. And I don't think this person understands how bad, things are. I think people think that there are some people who are watching what's going on in comics with these SJWs and thinking this is just an argument that can be solved through compromise. I told them no. This isn't an argument that can be solved through compromise. It just isn't. This is a fight. This is an existential battle. No, these people have to be defeated. They have to be defeated. This can't be live and let live, because you can't mix with them. You can't make real peace with SJWs. You can't. It was something else. Yeah. When you're talking about people who get so triggered by a single photograph of a child in a red hat standing up and smirking, a red hat and a smirk equals he deserves to die. There's no compromise. There's no compromise with these people. It's terrible. It's just awful. And to think that these are adults, for the most part, these are grown-ups who should know better. I always felt I was immature. I always look at myself and think, well, look at my office. Look at the fact that I like to be surrounded by old things. I like to be surrounded by autographs. I want to be surrounded by things that were touched by great people. So, up there you'll see the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds signed by Brian Wilson. Um, that was touched by a great man. That is art. That's great art. Behind me, all of these autographs from Hollywood stars of the 1940s and 50s. Autographs, Alfred Hitchcock, JFK poster. This gigantic TIE fighter behind me over here. My Fantastic Four collection. By the way, I put out a little notification on Twitter. Like, I'm looking for Fantastic Four number 12. I have 13 through 40, and then I have 10 and 7. So I've got to build out that collection. I need 12. They're so expensive that I'll only buy maybe 2 of them a year. But I want to get 11 and 12 this year in good shape. So so I'm surrounded by things that my piano, things that make me happy, but they are childish. By the way, Earth Citizen '09, thank you for $20. Good morning, Noble Caesar. Comicsgate has given me hope in this weird, bizarro world, as do your efforts and messages. Because of you and the other creators, our community will endure. Hail Caesar! Hashtag blame war campaign. Yeah, Comicsgate is a powerful movement. It's a powerful movement. They're When I tell you that they're afraid of us, when I tell you that they are afraid of us, uh, I'm not I'm not talking trash. They're afraid of us. They're afraid of us. I found that out yesterday. Mega Monkey Chunk says no Treaty of Versailles for Comicsgate. Hell no. DJ Fox, thanks for $5. I got promoted at work. Maybe now I can get a wrench and try to live up to Margaret. Merciel, the greatest mod. Sorry, Ian. Michael Dwayne says things touched by great people, but not Michael Jackson. No, 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 nothing like that. Absolutely not. And Alec Munoz, thanks for $5. Us on the right are expected to be decent men in an indecent time, while they over there can be uncivil, vile creatures with no consequences. Nope. So you see things the way I see things, you know. And as I was saying, I've always felt like I was immature. I don't intend to grow up and be like, well, my dad was kind of immature too. He still is. I don't intend to grow up and be like his father, who worked in a factory and whose life was no fun. I mean, he came home, he was Archie Bunker. He came home and he sat in his chair and, drank a beer and had inhaled chemicals at the factory all day long, where he worked a long backbreaking job. I don't live like that. I never will. I live a ridiculous life of fun and frivolity, and I have a great little kid. I've got a 2.5-year-old daughter who just is the light of my life. Beautiful wife who loves me for some reason, and she lets me live like this. She understands who I am. I have, I'm never going to be like that. I'm never going to be like that, and I'm always going to be kind of goofy and immature. And yet, I realize now that something in me something in me is far more mature than most of these people. So something in me, I don't know if I was raised. I don't know if I was raised right. I don't know if we all were raised right, but we recognize the disparity here between us, and it's grave. It really is. It really is something else. To be that image, I don't think I've ever wanted to hurt a kid. I've seen SJW children that are annoying. I don't think I ever wanted to hurt one. I don't think I've ever wished harm. Let's be honest with you. There are some people, if something bad happened to about 5 people in the world that I can think of, I'd be like, all right, good. But other than that, I don't think I've ever wished harm on anyone. I've never wanted to hurt anyone. Not for politics. Mike Jenkins says, greetings from Montego Bay, Jamaica. Yeah, man. Hey, thanks, Mike. Appreciate the $2. Jason M says, happy National Pie Day, Uncle E. I will not be celebrating, but thank you for the $2. S. Gamble says, more EVS in 2019. Thank you for $2. I hope so. I hope YouTube stays strong and actually ethical and allows voices that disagree with them, maybe, to continue to prosper here. I love my YouTube channel, and I realize I'm a guest of YouTube. So it's the difference. Like, I don't feel entitled to YouTube's platform. I'm grateful for it. I think that they're, kind and permissive to allow voices like mine to reach you. I think that's good. And at any time they could take this away, and I'd be like, well, I'd be miserable. But that is the way. that is the way it goes. Johnny Dollar says, Uncle Ehe, today is literally National Pie Day. Celebrate responsibly. Everyone is telling me, everyone is sending me pictures of pies. Everyone. So, it's pretty neat. I'm not going to be eating a pie. I'm doing great. I'm down like 20 pounds. Adjacent Culture says, no surrender on principles. Industry must change. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not wearing a Jedi hat. I don't think, do I have a Jedi hat? No. No. I don't. Yeah, but I here's the thing about that. It's like, well, the industry must change. I don't think it will. And I was talking last night, I was telling this person, I was like, there's no way to fix this. And this person was telling me, look, we haven't hit rock bottom yet. When we do, something's going to emerge that's going to bring us up. And by the way, this person told me that he said, you could possibly be with all caps comics. You understand that you are big enough now that you could absorb 1% of comics market share. 1%. 1% of comics market share. That's $10 million a year. That's how big you are. If you started a company right now, you'd be the next Image, and you could be 10% of market, or 1% of market share. Wow, Gokai Silver, thanks for $20. Hey, Uncle Ethan, been a huge fan of your work since Green Lantern Rebirth. Hal's Return. Keep up the great work, and looking forward to All Caps Comics. Thank you. 1% market share. That's a lot. I want you to actually look at the pie chart, because it's National Pie Day. Look at the pie chart and see where everybody lands. It's like Marvel and DC between them split up, like 40%, 45%, 45% of the market, and then that other 10% or so is divvied up between whoever's left. Could we do it? I mean, could we do this? But I can't do it. I can't do it by surrendering. I can't do it by surrendering. I want everyone who comes along with Comicsgate. I want all of these people. I want us to do really well. I want us to produce great comics. And I want everyone who comes along with me to never worry about money again. Only worry about being creative. Only worry about succeeding and creating IPs that inspire people and excite people. Find a way around. Let's not worry about politics. Let's not worry about appeasing SJWs. Let's not worry about what they say or think. Let's not worry about them. Let's just go and do what we do best. I mean, and that is create comics. But more importantly than create comics, create enthusiasm, create excitement for what we're doing. Ian Howe, $1.99, says Ethan's the richest 1%. Yeah, right. Ragamuffin, thanks for $2. We have a sense of something bigger. Yeah. Yeah, of course. So, I'm hopeful. I'm full of hope. Well, I can't do anything without you guys. I'm entirely dependent on the fans. Entirely dependent on you guys and my friends, people who have my back, who want to be supportive, who stand with me, people who support Comicsgate creators, the people who are brave enough to say hashtag Comicsgate when you're going to be called names for it. Those people. And fortunately, there are a lot of us. But we owe you a tremendous debt. And, could we do this? Could we do this? Yeah, I think we could. Lucas Lavador, thanks for $5. Appreciate that donation. And Ryan Navy, thanks for $5. New article out, director Bryan Singer accused by more men of underage sexual misconduct. Article by Tyler McCarthy, Fox News. Yeah, I might do a video about that. I don't know if I'm going to do. I don't want to be the channel that calls out pedophiles all the time. There are a lot of them in this business. A lot of them. So, I'd be doing that all day long because I find it profoundly disgusting. And there are very few things that are intolerable to me. You know, as somebody with kids, that makes me insane. Jason Green says, couldn't back Cyberfrog, still support you. Jason, thank you so much. Thanks for $2. You might have another chance to back Cyberfrog. I mean, you know, this is the other thing I was talking to Zach about. You know, Zach's like, well, you know, when I finish fulfilling Jawbreakers, and by the way, he's tweeted out photographs of how the Jawbreakers book looks. It looks really good. It's got my cover on it, so that's pretty neat. If I see any of you guys, I'd be happy to sign it for you. And it, you know, he's like, what do I do now? Like when I do my next campaign, I would like people, I would like more people to be able to read this book. And I'm like, well, what I'm going to do is this. You know, this is just Jawbreakers. What you just did is that's the first printing. You need a brand new cover and you need a second printing. You need a second printing of that Jawbreakers that you can solicit along with your next with Jawbreakers God King. It's called God King. I don't know if he told anybody that. I might have just spoiled that. Did he tell you guys it was called God King, the second Jawbreakers? Well, it is. It's called Jawbreakers God King, and I've seen artwork from it. It is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I said, just make a second printing and then run that along. Run that along. You'll be able to sell that to people who missed out on it the first time. Your campaign should do better. Your second Indiegogo campaign should do even better because you have more product to sell. You know, we look at guys like Brian Polito, who's doing Coffin Comics, all the Lady is it Lady Death, Evil Ernie? I think he's doing Lady Death books still. I'm trying to remember what he still owns. I know he sold some of his IPs off. Garbage Age, thanks for $1.99. Got my Cyberfrog model. Great wedding cake topper. Well, congratulations. Yeah, if you're getting married. Snake Big Goat, thanks for $2. You inspired my pastor's kid to draw. Wow. That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so yeah, he told you. He told you that. Oh, by the way, can you guys like this? It says 1 like only. Can you guys try to thumbs up this video? If we've got 671 people in here this morning, see if it works because I don't let me just look and see if my video is getting any views yet. I mean, look at the 15 views. What is going on? No, 119 views, but 0 thumbs up and 0. Like, look at this. This is no, I can't show you that. This is a mess. 119 views, no thumbs up, no comments on my new video. What is going on? It's not working, right? You liked it, but it's not working. Let me see. I'll refresh it. Yeah, it's not taking your likes. The view count is climbing very slowly. It's at 120 views now. Yeah, YouTube is broken. I hope they fix it. You know, I took the video down and re-uploaded it. Yeah. I don't get it, guys. I don't understand. What did I do? What did I do to YouTube? All right, let me see this here. Oops. Update that. Let's see. 692 people watching. Yeah, the likes aren't updating on this live stream either. That's a weird thing. It's got 0 thumbs up. Everything's broken. It's broken. It's broken. Yeah, it's not working out. Yeah, Sargon's going through this. Okay, all right. You know, a bunch of people are, and I don't think it's politically based. I don't think so. Yeah. People are saying, "Wow, a live stream in the morning." Yeah, just because YouTube's broken. Doug Ernst said that he couldn't live stream at all, and so I just told Andrea, I said, "I'm going to go downstairs and try to live stream," because we were both looking at the video. She's just like, "I can't even see your video." She looked for it on the phone, on her phone. She couldn't see it. Pete Mack says Mike Miller 24/7 streams have broken the server. Now that's a possibility. That guy live streams way too much. I'm like, Mike, you're interesting, but you're not that interesting. I don't know if I, I don't know what you're talking about that much. I guess if you're able to draw and live stream, draw and talk at the same time, I can't do it. I can very like if I'm guesting on someone else's live stream, I will draw and then rarely say anything. Like I'll just pipe up every now and then. Yeah. It's a glitch and not a censorship problem, says Lightning fan. I think that's about right. I'm not paranoid. I'm not paranoid. I may be a little paranoid. I was like, "Oh, no." Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just bad because I woke up and did a good video today. I mean, I did a really good video, and, in the hopes of getting some new subscribers and getting it shared. Ron Navy says YouTube's been acting up a lot lately. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Brian says, add a vid to your second channel. Well, I gotta do, all that channel should be is art and drawing. Should I talk about comic book oriented stuff there? I mean, I did a video yesterday that did pretty good. When I talk about comics, it just seems to get fewer views. But then again, like, I should be speaking out about comics as much as I can. So, you know, I should be talking Comicsgate stuff. I should be talking about the stuff that's happening in this industry as I see it, and just let go a little bit. Like my initial response to or ideas about talking about the comic book industry was I wasn't going to do it very much because I know people and I know the industry, and I feel like it's unfair to me for me to speak out about other people. But I'm changing my mind about that. I'm slowly changing my mind and starting to realize that uh, maybe I should. Maybe I'm more grounded in it and I understand a lot of the stuff that's going on. Yesterday there was a Bleeding Cool article. These guys are scumbags. I mean, they're just, oh, DC Comics is selling less comics than ever before. No, they're not selling. They're just offering less comics. And it might be true that they're selling less comics as well, but I didn't see evidence for that. I just saw that they were offering only 52 comics per month now, which to me is still too many. But it is what Dan DiDio told me. I remember being in Dan's office and he was talking about what was happening with Rebirth, and he said, I'd really like to pare things down. Like we're publishing too many books. I'd really like to make it so that we're publishing just 52 books, just flat 52 books to match our, 52 multiverses, one book per week kind of, he did all these events called 52. Matthias Danichi, thanks for $1.99. My Bichon has more emotional range than Brie Larson. What if that movie's good? That's going to be the worst. If that movie's good, that's going to be the worst. I don't know what I'll do. I'll be like, I guess I'll go see it. I do need to see it when it comes out. But yeah, I'm almost hoping that it's bad. Like I want it to be bad. I don't want that to be good. Like if you're gonna take like feminism, like third wave feminism, and like the worst actress to be a superhero, like really, I mean, Brie Larson is drudgery. Like Brie Larson is such a like, ugh, just the girl next door, but not in a good way. You know what I mean? Like the girl next door who like doesn't shower regularly and is grouchy all the time. And you knock on her door and you ask for a cup of milk. Why would you ask somebody for a cup of milk? But you do. And then she answers, her hair's in curlers, and she's like rolls her eyes at you, and she's pissed off to see you. Matthias Danichi again says, I prefer Camembert over Brie, Ethan. Yeah, I do too. I like cheese, even though I'm not eating it anymore. Lightning Fan says, did you see they're going to put cats on various Marvel covers? Yeah, I covered that. I told, that was on Newsarama. I was shocked at it. I'm like, this can't be real. This has got to be fake, but it was real. It was real. People want to know where my sunglasses are, says Tube Socks. Right here. I got a bunch. Let me see. I'll just grab a pair at random. Yeah. I mean, really, you only wear. Oh, I look like I'm flying it. Whoa, I look like I'm flying a helicopter. In Vietnam. That's what I feel like right now. But no. You only do that. You only wear the sunglasses when other people are there. Mike S. Miller has to be there. Ron Navy says, "Doing Adventures of Uncle Ethan comic book. LOL." That'd be pretty boring. I don't have too many. I don't have too many adventures. What kind of trash talk do you have for Aquaman? What kind of trash talk do you have for Aquaman? I didn't see it. I didn't see the Aquaman movie at all. But I mean, I do have my Aquaman razor right here. This is my Aquaman Gillette razor. You know, I put it right there. Yeah. Let's see. Frank FG says you look like a fat geek. Thanks, Frank. Johan Berquist says, "Hi, Sunbeam. You shine as usual. You lovely ray of light. Marvelous." Yeah. Why do you have a razor in your basement? Says Matt Savlar. Because I shave. Because here's why. Because there was a collector. Because there's a collector set of Gillette Justice League razors that was given to me as a gift, and it wasn't meant to be open, and it was stored in the basement. And so, because this is so stupid, I was mad at Gillette for that video, and so I said, "Screw it, I'm opening it," and then I shaved my knuckles with it, with the Aquaman razor. Sometimes it's better not to ask. Gabriel Chavaria, just Gabe, our friend Gabe, who was boycotting Solo. He says hello there. Hey, Gabe, it's good to see you. Tipio Tom, thanks for telling us. Have you ever or would you dine and dash? I have never, and I never would. I never would. So yeah, that is the truth. Now everybody's laughing at me. Throw it out. All right. No, sometimes I look at my hands and I just go, my knuckles are too hairy, and I just ran a razor over it. Well, it is too much information. I was asked. It's like, what am I going to tell you when you actually ask something like that? I do have to answer you because there's no good reason for there to be a razor in the basement, and not an Aquaman razor, and not an Aquaman razor that has knuckle hair in it, because I dry shave my knuckles. Yeah, that's the truth. So, you shaved your toe thumbs with an Aquaman razor? That is correct. HD MGTOW says, "What do you think about MGTOW?" What do I think about MGTOW? MGTOW is men going their own way. It's men who've decided they have no use for women. I can't relate to it. I love women. I love women. I do. I don't. So I understand men's rights activism in the sense that, yeah, men do get screwed about a lot of things, especially in divorce and marriage. But it's all worth it. It's all worth it. You know, having a relationship with a woman is really, really hard. It's really, really tough to maintain. Everything, I tell my son this. I'm like, everything that you think that you're supposed to be doing in a marriage when you're in your 20s is wrong. And you find that out in your 40s. A lot of divorces happen when a guy hits 40. If you get married in your 20s, you're divorced in your 40s. And it's just like, why? Because, well, men have it in us. This is a weird thing to actually consider, but men are far more romantic than women are. We think, like, we fall in love, and then we're going to pledge our lives to this woman and do anything for her. And women just aren't the way they are on TV. They don't think that way. And also, men go, you know what my job is? Young men do this. Young men go, my job is to be super ambitious, get out there, get a job, work my face off, come home like my dad did, turn over my paycheck, and then sit on the sofa and watch the game. I earned it. That's the way, and she's going to bring me dinner, and that's the way life is. She's going to be so happy that I brought home the paycheck. You find out in your 40s that that's not, she didn't like that for 15 years. So yeah, it's tough, man. You really do have to check in with your wife and just be like, everything okay? What can I do I don't know what's going on? But a marriage is important. I don't understand not wanting to be with women, not wanting to be around women. Just find a good one. Ron Navy says, I did a vid yesterday of buying a Schlick razor and shaving my beard in protest to Gillette. That's good. Schlick, I might go for that as well. Roundhead Ryan says, Jimmy Carter's the greatest president in U.S. history. Changed my mind. He was attacked by a water rabbit that bit him. He was in a boat. He's the only president that was attacked by a water rabbit. Like his he was like the end of Friday the 13th, the first one, except instead of young Jason, it was a water rabbit. So I don't know if that changes your mind or not. All right. HD MGTOW says you're wrong. MGTOW do love women. Yeah, I don't know. Then I don't. I'm not really familiar. To be honest with you, I haven't done very much research on MGTOW. So you could educate me about that. My thought is that my feeling was that they were just guys who said, I'm just not going to bother with girls. Not because they're gay or incels or anything like that. They just kind of went, yeah, I'm going to play video games and just keep my money. Which it makes sense, but I don't know what life is for. I really don't know what life is for if you don't have women. I don't get it. Ron Navy says, married 26 years here. First and only marriage. Congratulations. That's not easy to do. That's not easy to do. A lot of people I know are having trouble. MGTOW and gay men share a common bond of hating women. They probably share other things too. Oh, well, I don't know about that. Yeah. I don't get it. Like I said, I've heard of MGTOW. I know there are videos about it. I just kind of went, that's nothing I can understand really. But hey, man, it's go your own way. It's right in your name. Go your own way. I support you going your own way. I know a lot of people who are celibate until Rainbow Brute comes out. I mean, that's that those guys are going their own way. Jen Eric, thanks for $5. Find a good one. LOL. Approaching a woman in public who thinks she's too good for you is sexual harassment these days. Make marriage arranged again, says Jen Eric. I don't. I don't know about that. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough these days to meet a woman, huh? Well, I mean, there are some women who have been programmed to despise men, and that's we talk about that a little bit here, but there are a lot of good girls out there. There are a lot of, I mean, obviously, I think there are more good girls than there are tainted, awful girls. The internet is not the place to look for them. Don't look for women. Don't look for marriage material women on Twitter for the most part within your hobby. Like that's going to be a tough thing to do. But at the same time, I can imagine meeting girls that share your interest. If you want, is it important to you that if you're into comic books, is it important to you that she is too? That's never been important to me. It's never been important to me that the girl that I'm with be into comics. I mean, God knows Andrea, I don't think she's ever read one except for Cyberfrog. She does. I mean, has she? Maybe one or two. But she understands comics. She knows it's what we do. It's the family business. But the fact that, yeah, no, that's not what that's not the level on which we communicate. But, if that is important to you, and I think that there could be I think there could be a fun marriage, two big comic book nerds. Yeah, you could meet them at conventions, I guess. I don't know. Just be careful. It does seem like everyone's a little bit nutty and hostile. Dumont says, find a wife that doesn't, S word on your hobbies. That's enough. Yeah, that's important too. Men are like that. I mean, guys get into things that women don't understand. It's like, hey, I'm really into Star Wars, or, I really want to build model trains, or something like that. You have to find a girl who understands that, who isn't going to make that unpleasant for you. The thing that you do when you revert back to childhood, I think every guy does that. Every guy has something like that. Yeah, you gotta have that. Alvin Sanchez says, "What's up there, pork chop?" Pork chop sounds good right now. I didn't eat anything yesterday, by the way. I woke up yesterday, I made myself breakfast, and then I realized that I did not eat anything the rest of the day. I had a beer. And I woke up and I lost a pound and a half. I'd lost a pound and a half. I just like I'm having my appetite is gone, which is pretty great. Headrock says, "Have you met Steve Purcell?" I don't know. Maybe I don't remember meeting him. I've met everyone. I've met a lot of people. J Japan says beer diet. No, that was my first beer of the year. Sith Lord Luke Skywalker says, in some weird way, I'm attracted to strong females. Oh yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, Andrea is strong in that, look, she knows how to take care of a household, and uh she was, before we got married, she doesn't have to work now, but she was a bank manager. And everybody, I really loved the way she would walk around that bank and everybody like listened to her. She told people what to do, and she kept things in line. She kept people in order. She was serious about her job. She was organized. I thought that was badass. I really, really admired her for that. She'd go back and do that maybe when Ava goes to school. But yeah, boy, was that cool. She's a strong woman, but she's also a woman. She said something to me that was really, really cool. And man, if a girl says this to you, then you got to marry her. She said, "My place is by your side." Yeah, and that's the coolest thing in the world. If your girl says, "My place is by your side," that's marriage material. Yeah. Swine Dog 712 says, and thanks for $10, says MGTOW guys love women too. Oh, by the way, MGTOW, for people who are just hearing me say it, MGTOW is actually, it's the phonetic pronunciation. It's MGTOW, and it stands for men going their own way. It's a men's rights. They're called MRAs, men's rights activists. And I agree with men's rights activism to some extent. When it comes to custody rights, things like that. I mean, guys definitely get screwed when they get divorced and they have kids. So that stuff's worth fighting about. Sometimes the father is the better parent after a divorce. I know I didn't lose Hunter. Hunter came with me after my divorce, and he stayed with me. It's just where he wanted to be. But that's something to think about. If I had lost Hunter, oh my God, I don't. My divorce would have been 50,000 times worse. It would have been awful. I can't. These guys who lose their kids in divorce. It's just I can't even. I did that video about this guy Nerd who was talking about how he begged his wife to stay in the house after they separated. They're not officially divorced, but she's saying, "I want separation," and he's saying, just he's got two little kids, and he's begging to be able to sleep on the sofa just so he can be near them. And your initial thought is he's probably doing it because he's trying to mess with her, and he's no. Taking a father, taking a man away from his children, I would beg to. I thought about it and I just went, yeah, how can I have my kids near me? And I don't even care what that takes. And you can call me names, you can make fun of me, but I gotta be near my kids. I couldn't deal with it. So MGTOW, that's what it is. But apparently they've just decided they don't want it. All right. So he's saying Swine Dog 712 says MGTOW guys love women too. It's just a choice to avoid the risks and pitfalls like divorce that wreck a lot of men. But we wish married guys like you all the best. Yeah, I get it. Like that's what I thought. That's what I figured. Uh Earth Citizen '09 says, "Have you heard about the feminists that are angry that YouTube red pilled their boyfriends?" Tim Pool was talking about it. No, no. YouTube is good like that though. YouTube, for the most part, I find pretty good content here. There are a lot of varying levels of moderate to right wing views here, which I personally appreciate. I'm quite comfortable on YouTube. Um, yeah. Oh, everyone likes the Andrea quote. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Animation Cave says, Ethan, please take a look at my live campaign, Night Stalker 1 and 2 on Indiegogo. It just started tracking on IndieCron yesterday. Thanks, Ethan. I've heard of you. Oh, my memory is so bad. I know what your real name is, and I've heard of you. Yeah, let me look at it. Let me take a look at it and see. Oh, there now people are telling me MGTOWs are not MRAs. Let me take a look at it and see what you got there with Night Stalker. Ron Navy says, back to work. Great show, EBS. Have a great day. You too. You too. Yeah, I'll probably get off now. I just wanted to say hi to you guys and just make sure that obviously that my channel wasn't busted. That I have a live stream that that's working, and evidently it is. Although the thumbs up aren't happening, so I don't know. I guess we'll just hope that it gets fixed today, guys. If you wouldn't mind, please do go over and watch my new video. You're not going to get notified about it, but it's a pretty good video, and I really thought it was going to do good. Like, I put it together and I was like, yeah, this is going to hit the algorithm. This is really going to help. And then my channel got thrashed. That's the way it goes. A recap on YouTube issue, just real quick. Yeah, YouTube is not recommending out videos for some people, and it's not updating, and it's not accepting likes, and it's not accepting comments. And I don't know why, but that's what just happened to me. So I've got a new video up that I put up around 9:30. It's up there now, but you're not going to get notified about it. So please just go look for it and find it. Great seeing you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all the super chats. Oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting any super chats. Thank you for the tips. You bought me groceries, I think. And they're going to be healthy groceries. It's fresh fruit and veggies at this point. You guys would be proud of me. I know you can't see it yet. I know my face looks round. But I'm losing weight every single day, and we're gonna keep at it. We're gonna keep at it. All right, Honey Badger Radio's here. Says, are you ready to take the culture war to the next level? I don't know. What's the next level, Honey Badger Radio? Some people are saying, Ethan, I don't see the video at all. That's what my wife said too. You know what? Do a Google search or do a YouTube search on my name, Ethan Van Sciver. It will pop up that way. Man, that sucks. I worked hard on that video. I hate that. All right, guys. Thanks very much, and I'll see you again. I'll probably come back on tonight. I'm going to do a little bit of work, and then I'll see you guys probably around 9 p.m. tonight. Okay? All right. Bye.